Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. All right, we are live on YouTube. How is everybody doing today? How's everyone doing today? I have to say, I feel freaking amazing today. It is 80 degrees here in Redwood City, California. That's what the outside temperature read on my car before I stepped out of my car with the AC on. But there's a nice breeze, so it feels like it's about 70 or 72 or 74. And wow, I couldn't ask for a better day out here on the trail. I'm back after taking the day off yesterday to spend with my lady. We had a wonderful time, and I'll share a little bit more about that in a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, respectfully, maturely, and professionally is here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Hey, babe. How are you doing? Long time no see, babe. This is a pretty windy area right here. I hope you folks can hear me. It's not incredibly strong, but stronger than usual. I'm just waiting. There's a dude and his dog walking across the street, so I'm waiting to cross when they pass. Today I have a great topic to discuss with you folks, and I had to title it a certain way because you know how the YouTube algorithm likes to demonetize videos for using certain words. Even if those words are used in the right context, it would demonetize those videos. And so I'm going to, let me just come back this way here. Let me come back this way here because there's a certain reason for that. Let me just wait and see. I'm going to go a different way on the trail today. I think I'm going to go a different way. Always have to be aware of your surroundings, folks. Especially when you're a public figure, you got to be aware of your surroundings. Just never know. I'm just waiting for some people to pass on by, and we can get right to it. All right. Let's go over this way. So my lady and I had a phenomenal day yesterday. Took the day off of YouTube. Drove down to her neck of the woods, picked up her dogs, and went on a nice couple-mile walk with her dogs. It was a great time. And then my lady wanted to go to a restaurant near her area that I haven't been to. And we had a great dinner there. We had some great Mexican food, which is why I'm back on the trail today to burn all that shit off. I'll tell you that. I mean, I didn't eat a whole lot. I have a lot of leftovers, which I'll be eating over the next few days. But as much as I love Mexican food, it's real heavy on the stomach. Highly caloric, and you know how the rest goes, right? Hey, Rosie Wren, how you doing? Hey, Rosie, how's it going? Thank you for being here, Rosie. Lots of love from the Coach Eli clan. Hey, babe. Babe, when you see messages that are inappropriate, you need to hit hide user from channel, not just delete messages. Please just hit hide user from channel. Can you confirm that, babe, that you understand the difference between moderating messages by deleting them or hitting hide user from channel. Hide user from channel will block them. Any inappropriate or derogatory messages, just immediately block those people and move on. And don't worry about making a mistake. It's not a big deal. Let me know in the chat there, babe, if you understand that. I'm sure you do. But yeah, we had a great time. We had a great day yesterday. It was really nice to, learn a little bit more about her area and how her and her kids grew up and stuff like that. Not going to get too far into it, but I just really enjoyed my time with my lady. No, babe, you're misunderstanding this. If you go to their channel and block them, you're blocking them on your channel, which doesn't even exist. You need to hit hide user from channel. So, sweetheart, understand that when you're moderating a YouTube channel, if you're on your phone, you tap down on the person that's the offender, right? It gives you options. You must use the hide user from channel within that list, or they will not block them on my channel. Or it will not block them on my channel, I mean. Help me, Rosie. Babe, do you understand that? You have to hit hide user from channel from the options that pop up when you tap on the offender's username. Yeah, there you go. There you go, you got it. You don't have to worry about blocking them on your channel right now because you have no content on there, and you probably will never put content on there. You're just using that as a Google/YouTube account to be able to chat and subscribe to other channels and stuff like that. Live and learn, right? I know you're still new to YouTube. Well, you've been on YouTube for a while, but never at this level. I totally understand it. So yeah, my lady and I had a great time, and it was just nice to get away for the day. It was a beautiful day. And we played some great music and had a great conversation to and from, my place where she was staying the past few days. And it was just super relaxing, super relaxing. Now, I'm going to get right to it here today. But first, I'm going to say there will not be an evening stream tonight. I was thinking about streaming live with my lady from Coach Eli 2 on Censored Live Streams, my other channel. But I'm going to take the rest of the night off and relax a bit because I'll just say the past several days have been quite interesting for my lady and I. I'm not going to get into any details. People that have been around and have also seen some of the streams on Coach Eli 2 on Censored Live Streams know what's going on. I'm not going to talk about it here today. But, the last several 2 or 3 days have been quite emotionally taxing on both my lady and I. Because, we were dealing with some things that, at least she didn't expect. I did because I've been on YouTube for a while and I know how people are out here. But, she didn't expect those things. And, I've been prepping her to come on YouTube for about 8 months. So she had a pretty good understanding of what may happen. But when things actually started happening, you know, it still, you know, it still took a toll on her, and it takes a toll on people until they actually go through it one time and then really figure out what's going on, right? And I want to come out here and say that, yeah, I know you're still learning, babe. Thank you for sharing that in the chat. I want to say I'm really proud of my woman. I'm really proud of you, babe. Wholeheartedly. Like I honestly feel this way. And I feel this way about my woman in an unbiased way, because a lot of times, you know, men are biased with their women because they don't want to hurt their feelings, right? I understand that, right? But wholeheartedly, in an unbiased way, even if I wasn't this woman's man, I would still be proud of her and the way she handled herself and how she continues to handle herself. And it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot even for a man to deal with the things that I've been dealing with lately, but her dealing with it as well. It's like 10 times harder, in my opinion, for a lady to deal with this stuff, right? And despite how hard it was, she fought through it. And she didn't quit. She didn't give up. And she didn't stop supporting me. And I never stopped supporting her. And I'm just really freaking proud of her. I'm proud of you, babe. I'm really proud of you, right? And that's why I wanted to create this stream today. And I titled it, What Doesn't End You Makes You Stronger, right? I had to title it, What Doesn't End You makes you stronger, because of the YouTube algorithm, right? I can say it but not put it in the title. Like there's a song called What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger, right? Had I put that in the title, it would have probably automatically demonetized my video. Now, under manual review, they would have flipped it back to green, fully monetized, because I would be using the word kill in the right context, right? It's a figure of speech. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But I said, screw it. Let me just do YouTube speak, right? What doesn't end you makes you stronger, right? My woman, I'm telling you this right now. My woman is going to become the poster woman and the icon of all women out here on YouTube, displaying strength, displaying dignity and pride, and displaying how real she is and how honest she is. She's going to become a poster woman for that out here, and lead by example along with me to help people out there that are struggling to love themselves, learn to love themselves better. Because that's what this all boils down to. Is that an egret? That's an egret. Wow, that's beautiful. I'll tell you, it is 80 degrees out here, but it feels like 70 because of the nice breeze right by the water. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know. Yeah, we're coming right up alongside Highway 101. I'm sure you can see that big ass sign up there. It says San Jose. You have to go over the overpass and go around the on-ramp to go south, but to go north towards San Francisco, there's the on-ramp right there. Yes, babe, to what? Let me know. Yes, babe, to what? Be more specific. People have got to be more specific with their answers and not just say yes, because I talk a lot and I forget. Well, I don't know what you're responding to regarding the many things I've asked questions on. Hearing you and seeing you. Thank you. So I'm very, very proud of you, babe. I am super proud of how you've handled this. I mean, I'll tell you this. I mean, the great levels and lengths of harassment that she dealt with, cyberbullying and harassment she dealt with. Now, I dealt with it too, but I'm I'm a pro at this. I just let this shit bounce off. It doesn't bother me anymore. Is it still cyberbullying and harassment? Yeah, it is. But like, I just don't care. It doesn't faze me, right? But when people can't get to me, they try to get to people that I'm closest with, that I care for the most. In this case, my woman. That was a foot-tall jackrabbit that just jumped right across this part of the trail. I'm entering a different side today, or from a different side today. There it is. Oh, there's another one right there. Lots of jackrabbits out today. I better keep rolling, not to piss any of them off. You know what I mean? But the amount of cyberbullying and harassment that my lady endured over the last several days was more than enough to take out the usual person. This is what some people do, folks, to try to knock you down and get you to remove yourself from the platform, or even remove yourself in other ways I don't want to mention, permanently, right? And for my lady to display such strength, in spite of what she's been through in her life, amazes me. That's why I love this woman so much more each and every day. She's a fighter, and she fights for what she believes in, and she has one of the most amazing hearts and souls I've ever seen in anyone. And quite frankly, I really don't give a shit what anyone thinks about what I'm saying right now. Even if you think I'm pedestalizing her, I don't give a damn, because she deserves it. She deserves the spotlight. She deserves the glory. I don't care how bad that makes me look. It shouldn't make me look bad, because I really don't care about what anyone thinks about anything regarding myself and her, besides my own opinion and her own opinion. Nothing else really matters, and she's beginning to learn that the only opinions of yourself that really matter are your own. I keep trying to tell you folks that each and every day. If you learn one thing from me and nothing else, learn this. The only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. When you truly learn to understand that and own that and accept that, no one else's opinions will ever hurt you. No one else's opinions regarding you or anyone you care for, such as a significant other, will ever hurt you. And when you allow other people's opinions to hurt you, it displays weakness, especially for men. I can understand women struggling with it, but especially for other men. When other men allow the opinions of other men to knock them down, that is displaying the weakness of that man. And I can help you guys that are struggling with this overcome this. Guys and gals can overcome this. Hey Pablo, let Pablo stay. Pablo, how you doing, bro? Pablo's okay for now. There's a little bit of wind here, folks. I hope you can hear me. Oh, man. Forgive me if you can't hear me at times, folks. There's a little bit of wind. I don't know if it's strong enough to knock off my microphone every now and then, but it's stronger than normal. Give me just a second here. How you doing, Pablo? Welcome to the show, bro. Great to see you here. All right, I'll go offline and check a message real quick. Be right back. Do not go anywhere. All right, we should be back live. We should be back live. Yeah, hey babe, I got your message from behind the scenes. And yeah, thank you for taking care of that. Appreciate it. So like I was saying before, I had to hop off to check a private message from my lady. I'm really proud of her. And she's just showing to me each and every day that she's really cut out to be a public figure and to be a part of my business and a part of my YouTube family and my YouTube channels. And I'm going to be honest with you folks, because her and I are very transparent. We may talk more about this on Coach Eli 2 the next time we do a show in a couple of days or by tomorrow. But we'll probably do a show tomorrow. We're going to take the night off. But she herself, after all of this stuff that happened to her lately, where she was dealing with some, cyberbullying and harassment on the platform out here, she was even saying, I'm just not cut out for this. I'm just not cut out for this. And I looked at her and I said, don't bullshit me. You were born to do this. This is who you are. This is what you want to do. And I don't believe that. And I took her in my arms and I said, the sheer fact alone, you're here standing right next to me still right now, proves to me you're cut out for this. And all she needed to do was feel my strength, my masculine energy. And it turned it around. And she's like, you're right, babe. You're right. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I told her I understand. You're a lady. You're going to respond to everything emotionally before you process it logically. The moment she kicked into her logical side, she's like, I am worth it. I was made for this, right? And that's the difference between men and women. The difference between men and women is the way we process our emotions. We both have emotions. Both men and women have emotions, right? But it is the way that we process them. Women process their emotions first based on how they're feeling in the present moment, and then they reason with logic afterwards. Men process things logically first, and then we might respond emotionally, right? My buddy's coming off the trail right now, or by the trail. Hey. Have a good day. Yeah, a lot of the locals here, good people. I really respect that guy. He comes out here almost every day just like me. He's got to be at least in his 70s, maybe even his early 80s. He's still walking this damn trail. He's in really good shape. I wish I could put him on camera, but I don't want to do that to him, That's the kind of stuff that makes me proud. I'm going to keep walking these damn trails till the day I die. We'll be walking these trails together till the day we die, right, baby? Oh, yeah. So let's get right to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from the San Francisco Bay Trail in Redwood City, California. This is episode number 297. 297. And the topic of today's show is, what doesn't end you makes you stronger. What doesn't end you makes you stronger. Using that fancy lingo there to make sure we don't get demonetized, even though if I were to say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger in the right context, shouldn't be demonetized. We just want to be as compliant and YouTube friendly as possible because we respect the platform over here on my end. We totally respect the platform. We do. We absolutely do. We absolutely do. Give me just a second here, folks. I'm just feeling the fresh air. It feels amazing. Feels incredible. You know, folks, in life, you're going to go through a lot of experiences. And you're going to be dealing with many people in life that are going to be jealous of what you're trying to create or who you are or who you associate with. Maybe jealous of your dating relationship or your marriage or your family or whatever else they could be jealous of, right? You're going to be dealing with a lot of people in your life and they're going to try to knock you down. They're going to try to kick you down, right? And if you can just understand one aspect I keep mentioning, no one will be able to take you down. And that single aspect is the only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. The only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. Live by that, and nothing will faze you. No one will be able to knock you down. Now, folks, I got to step off and use the restroom. I'm going to be back in about 2 or 3 minutes because I got to find the right spot over here. So, folks, do not go anywhere. Babe, let them know in the chat that I will be back in a few minutes. All right, we are back. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Pablo just ate some fried ham and eggs. Sounds good, bro. Can you folks hear me clearly and see me clearly? Welcome back. Just a few people passing by on the trail that were entering the trail the same time as I did. They must have gone to the other side first. That's okay. Did you wash your hands? Yeah, bro, of course. I carry some wipes with me when I come on the trail. Thanks for asking. Man. Anyway. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, folks. In life, you're going to encounter many setbacks, many people that are going to try to knock you off your game. And oh my gosh, I took off my sunglasses, didn't put them back on. There we go. I was like, why is it so bright? I took off my sunglasses because while I was off the air, I was also checking another private message behind the scenes. And it's hard to see the screen when you're wearing sunglasses. So yeah, babe, let me know if you can hear me clearly and see me clearly. Folks, let me know if I'm back. I should be. I'll tell you something, folks. You know, when you get to the point, or when you get to the level I've gotten to in life, where absolutely nothing bothers me, okay? The more and more and more people keep coming at me, all it does is makes me stronger and stronger and stronger, and makes me laugh in their face. Now, I don't laugh in their face publicly, right? And even privately, like, I won't laugh in their face, right? But deep within, I'm like, how pathetic and stupid is this shit, man? The great lengths that some people will go to try to knock someone off his center or off his game, right? All because of the fact that they're just jealous, right? You know, I've dealt with this my entire life, not just on YouTube, but off of YouTube as well, right? And when people are jealous of you, even if you ignore them, the more and more you ignore them, the more and more they come at you. Even though a lot of them will say, well, if you just stop talking about me, I'll stop talking about you. That's a bunch of hogwash. That's a bunch of bullshit, right? The truth of the matter is, when you show strength as a man, even strength as a woman, and you can just ignore the BS in your life, whether it's online or offline, it's going to make those people trying to knock you down work harder to knock you down, because now it becomes a challenge for them. Now it becomes a challenge to them, right? And I say, all right. If that's how you want to spend your time, if you want to focus all your time trying to knock other people down, including myself and, other people, then, you're only going to take that time away from furthering the growth of yourself. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. When people come at you in life and try to knock you off your center and knock you off your game, right? All they're doing is slowing down their progress of getting ahead, right? They're taking time away from something they could be focusing on to better themselves and get further ahead within themselves, when they focus that energy trying to knock someone else down. I mean, that's the truth. It speaks for itself. I gotta reset the chat because none of the messages are updating. I'll be right back, folks. We should be back. All right, yeah, babe. I got your message from behind the scenes. Yeah, let me know if you can see me and hear me now. I had to reset the chat because every so often the chat will freeze. It just won't auto refresh. It doesn't affect the audio and video going out to YouTube, but for some reason the chat just freezes every now and then. So anyway, whew. Now I want to take this moment to talk about some things that my lady and I are going to be working on coming up this week on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams. And as I go throughout the show, I'll share, more examples of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or like the title suggests, a YouTube-friendly title of what doesn't end you makes you stronger. Whew, that's a big gust of wind. Give me a second to get through this windy area. But yeah, coming up later this week on Coach Eli 2, starting tomorrow, because we are definitely going to take the night off tonight. We're going to be discussing topics such as depression, anxiety. We're going to be talking about, a lot of childhood trauma issues that both men and women experience. We're going to be talking about, abandonment. And abandonment is one of the most difficult things that a child goes through. And it's one of the most difficult things that they're going to deal with for the rest of their lives. My lady's gone public, on Coach Eli too, in her 2-part interview that we did last week regarding her life story and incredible transformation. She still struggles with abandonment issues to this day. She just recently turned 47 and she still struggles with abandonment issues. But I will tell you this. Over the last 8, almost 9 months that we've known each other, she's learned to manage it a lot better. She's learned to love herself a lot more. Does she have her moments? Sure, she probably always will have those moments. But every time she has those moments, I know how to step in there and give her a big hug and tell her that she's worth it. That's the job of a man. The job of a man, when his woman is going through something like this emotionally, is to just take her in his arms and say, hey, baby, you're worth it. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks. All that matters is what you and I think of each other, right? And that's all I've told my lady. Now listen, we love people, and people that are fair and reasonable with us, of course we're going to open up to you, and we're going to, appreciate your thoughts and opinions, right? But when I say to her that, all that really matters is what I think of you, baby, and you think of me, what we think of each other. When I say that, it's because when the people come at us that aren't as nice, let's put it that way, it's not going to faze us. We're going to chalk it up to those people just being unhappy within themselves for one reason or another, right? So yeah, we're going to be talking about abandonment topics, depression, anxiety. I'm going to be talking a lot about issues that women go through, because for the last several years, I've been more so catering my content to men. Women also. Women can learn from topics that are discussed about men, but now that I have my lady here, I really want to also start to deeply incorporate, coming from the woman's aspect of things, right? And that's what we have with my lady on this channel. That's what brings the value. There's a lot of value here. There's a hell of a lot more value here now that she's around and we're together, and we're going to bring that value to you folks. We're going to bring that value to you through our experiences, our trials and tribulations, right? Things we've been through, right? And how we overcame those things, right? So I'll tell you this, my lady has a lot more self-love for herself now than she just did 8 or 9 months ago. And I'm not just saying that. She said it herself. And I'm really proud of her transformation. And it keeps on getting better each and every day. And that's how we want to help you folks. We want to help each and every one of you learn to better love yourselves, because that's all that really matters, how much you love yourself. How can you love others when you don't even love yourself? How can you be reasonable with other people when you're not even reasonable within yourself or love yourself? That's where it stems from, right? Tell me I'm wrong. Gosh damn, love, I had the same idea. Meant to be love. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm waiting for those two guys to come on back from the observation deck. And then I'm going to go. I'm almost at the end of this side of the trail. It is absolutely a beautiful day out here. It's a little windy, but the wind is keeping it a little bit cooler, which is good. Because like I said, when I stepped out of my car, it was like, I think 80 or 81 degrees. But it's really, really nice on the trail here, I'll tell you that. Baby, why don't you share in the chat some other topics we're going to be tackling, right? You know, some other things we really want to discuss here. Because my lady's been dealing with this with her daughter, you know. We really, really, really want to get through to as many young women as possible. Now, I'm going to say 18 and older because you're an adult when you're 18. My content here is catered to 18 plus. Now, does that mean under 18 can't watch and learn? No, you can watch and learn. But when we work with people, if you're going to come and do a live stream with us or work with us at a business level, you must be at least 18. It's for liability purposes. I will not be bringing any minors onto my panels or anything like that. Now, of course, anyone can watch this, even if you're under 18, and you can learn. But again, when we're going to be working with people, we're going to be working with people 18 or older, right? And what my lady and I really want to focus on is getting women, and men too, but more so women, to understand your options while you're in your early 20s, right? You've got to start thinking about your future right when you graduate high school. Actually, you should be thinking about it when you're a junior or senior in high school. You got to figure out, hey, where do I want to go to college? If I want to go to college, what do I want to do for a career? Do I want to end up having a family? And if so, do I wait until I go through college, get into my career, get settled into my career, and then start looking for a man to have a family with at age 30? Or is that too late? It is. It starts getting too late. We want to help women understand their options in their late teens, early 20s. And no one's teaching that, right? And baby, look at what's happening, right? Now, granted, your daughter's 27, right? I get that. She's 27. She's still at a good age. And she luckily found someone, you know, when she was, 23, 24, she started dating this dude, right? But most women wait until their late 20s or early to mid 30s to start finding their life partner. And then they still want kids, and they're rushing a guy to get married with them and have kids because their biological clock is tick-tock, tick-tock, ticking, right? Just a lot of topics on how to get the help you need with both women and men. Well, that's a pretty simple way to put it, babe. Thank you for putting it so simply, right? At some point, my lady is going to be doing this with me full time. Well, she kind of already is, but once we make this business sustainable to the point of where I can pay her at least the income she's making in the workforce, or will be making in the workforce, she's going to come do this full time. This is what her and I want to do for the rest of our lives. We want to help as many people as possible get to where we're at, have what we have. Get to that place of inner peace, love, and happiness, right? Let me sit here for a second. Domestic violence and the question of if a restraining order really protects the victim. You know what, babe? That's a great topic to discuss, right? That's a great topic to discuss. I have a lot to say about that, and I shouldn't say too much right now here on this show because it'll probably take away from that show that we do, but I guess I can say a little bit. I had to get a restraining order on someone, and I was a third party on another restraining order. These were two restraining orders based on bullying and harassment out here on YouTube. And did they really make a difference? No, because the people that the restraining orders were put on didn't change a damn thing, right? And here's the thing, the restraining orders, they're hard to enforce, right? And all they do is further trigger the person that you got the restraining order on, right? Unless you have a cop by your side 24/7, these people can violate the restraining order and come after you and do harm to you, right? So why would you want to trigger these people more than they already are, right? And here's the thing, from what I've learned on these YouTube streets and just learned more so in overall life, if I had to go back years ago, I may not have gotten those restraining orders on the people that I did. Now, I'm not unhappy that I got them, and it is what it is. I mean, these people did do things that warranted a restraining order, right? But quite frankly, it didn't make a difference. It didn't change anything. It didn't change a damn thing. So yeah, that's a great topic to discuss, babe. That's a fantastic topic to discuss. I'm at a loss for words today because I'll be honest with you folks, I'm a little bit tired. I mean, I feel okay right now. I feel good. I'm out and I'm walking, I'm moving around. But I'll tell you this, folks. I'll go public and be honest. When you're dealing with some people that are a big nuisance, right? They're like a fly in your ear that doesn't stop buzzing, right? And even if you just ignore it, which I just ignore shit like that now, right? It does take a toll. It does take an emotional toll on you. It's very emotionally taxing. And here's another thing, regarding the topic, what doesn't hurt you or what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Or what doesn't end you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I want you folks to really understand what I said earlier. I'll go into greater detail now. Just because you're a strong person, right? And people can't get to you, that's not where it stops, because most people that are trying to get to you know they can't get to you directly, so they're going to try to attack everything else you care for or everything else that's helping you move ahead, right? Okay? In the case of being on YouTube, so a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll attack your audience, right? When they can't get to you, they'll attack your audience, and they'll try to get them to turn on you or do stupid things, or and in many cases I've seen this happen too. In many cases, some of these people coming at you will pay people that you're close with large amounts of money to be like a, be like a mole, right? And here's the sad part regarding that. There are lots of people that I've, collaborated with in the past, personally and online and offline, right? And a lot of these people are struggling to make ends meet, and a lot of these people, I'll be honest. I'll say this in an honest way. I had some people that used to be a part of my, group. You can hear me clearly and see me clearly. So like I was saying before I got cut off, there were people in my group behind the scenes that would always ask for money throughout the group because they were short on their bills. They were struggling to make ends meet, right? And again, I feel bad for these people, but at the same time, like it's not our place to constantly rescue the same people because they're short on their bills. That's not what I'm here to build, and that's not the purpose of my group, to be able to, ask people for money all the time, right? The purpose of my group is to collaborate and do videos and live streams together, not to use my group as a ground for e-begging. You know what I mean? And I hate to be as harsh about it, right? But there were some people in my group that, and they're good people. I'm not trying to say anything bad about them, but they were e-begging all the time, right? And sometimes in that situation, other people will come in and pay these people money and gain control over their loyalty by paying them money, right? And then using these people, as, what do you call it? Moles, right? So an example, let's say I had a couple people in my group that were loyal to me, right? For example, I don't expect loyalty from anyone, but let's say they were loyal to me, right? And they're asking for money because they're short on their bills, right? And then I say I'm not able to help them, other people not able to help them, right? But let's just say someone else, hears that they need money. Someone else that may, in this example, used to be a part of this group, comes on in and says, hey, I'll go ahead and give you this money. I'll help you out under one condition. I'll keep helping you out under one condition, that you keep on forwarding me information regarding what's happening in this group, right? And that's how sad things get. Like, that's how surreal and sad things get. That's the level that people take certain things to try to, get at someone like me, because, I don't know, they're just not happy within themselves, or, over a difference of opinion or whatever, right? It's really, really, really surreal, the level that people will go to nowadays to try to take out another man, right? To try to take out another man because they just have a difference of opinion with that man and how that man does things, right? It's just really sad. It's not a masculine thing. Relationship and family issues. That's another good topic there, babe. Babe, can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? Let me know in the chat. NC is Queen. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Great to see you here. And I'll say it again today on the show, folks. And I'll keep saying this. It really saddens me today how men are more so attacking each other than working together like we used to, right? And I really don't know what's caused that. I'm sure it had to do with feminism and women being liberated, but the fact of women being liberated should not affect men in any way, shape, or form, because if men are real good, strong men, right, nothing will faze a man, not even women's lib. If women rise up, so be it. We're already men, we're already strong. Now we got strong women, so now we're on an equal playing field, right? So what's wrong with that, right? And see, then there are men out there that flex their muscles and act like they're all tough and shit, right? Right? And these types of men that flex their muscles and act all tough, they will only date women that are very submissive because they can't handle the strong women, right? A real man can handle a strong woman and respect a strong woman and get her respect too. A real man will be able to handle a strong woman. A man that is not a real man and pretending to flex their muscles is going to have to go with a woman that's completely submissive because he's not able to handle a real woman, right? He may say, I don't want to handle a strong woman. But it's not even that. It's, can you handle a strong woman, right? Can you handle a strong woman, right? And what's really wrong with women being strong? That doesn't mean women, are always going to be, flexing their muscles because they're liberated. Just because women are stronger doesn't mean they still can't be submissive at times when necessary, and other times they can be strong. It's a good balance. That's that's the balance that my lady and I have, right? But again, some men just cannot handle any strength coming from a woman. And I despise that. I despise that because that shows how weak you are as men. If you men out there, for all the men out there that despise women being liberated and being stronger, you're just weak. You're the weak ones, right? You're the ones causing all the problems, right? Because I have a strong woman, a very strong woman. And I love and respect her, and she loves and respects me. Do we have our moments? Do we call each other out? Sure. Do we talk over each other at times? Sure. Do we talk shit about each other at times? Sure. But at the end of the day, we're honest and real with each other. We've been real with each other live on the air. And that's what a real relationship consists of. Baby, what it comes down to is mutual respect between man and a woman. Right. I agree with you regarding that, babe. It does come down to mutual respect between a man and a woman. It really does. Right? But what I'm saying, babe, is let me put it to you in a different perspective. Okay? If I was a man that was so weak and gave in to everything I asked for and just, never challenged you or questioned anything about you, would you be able to respect me as a man? Would you be able to respect my masculine core? Right? Same thing on the flip side. If you were so submissive and so subservient, babe, to the point of where, I'd snap my fingers and you'd be at my beck and call and, you sucked up to me, I'd be so turned off by that. You know why? Because you wouldn't be real with me. Like, I would not respect a woman nowadays that's so over the top subservient. It's like being a slave. And you know what? Women were slaves long enough. Women were slaves long enough. And honestly, if I used to live, or if I was born, pre-circa 50s, right? I would have never treated my homemaker wife as disrespectfully as some men did. I would have still been there for her equally. But that's just the kind of guy that I am. I want my equal. I don't want to fight for power in the relationship. I don't want to fight for anything. I just want us to work, right? Just get along, right? Nope, but we have nothing to prove. No, we have nothing to prove. I have nothing to prove to you. You have nothing to prove to me. Because at the end of the day, babe, I only care about one thing. When it comes to us, I only care about one thing. In a relationship, it's about one thing. It's about loyalty. Loyalty and trust, right? With trust comes loyalty, right? If you're loyal to someone, it's because you trust them completely, right? So while I don't expect loyalty, from anyone, when it comes to business, when it comes to friends, when it comes to family, including someone I'm dating or married to, loyalty I do expect. And I would expect my woman, on the flip side, to expect my loyalty, right? Because if we can't be loyal to each other, then why are we together in the first place, right? Why the hell are we together in the first place if we can't be loyal, honest, and faithful and trust each other, right? We got 21 people here with 4 thumbs up. I've been working hard at this for 5+ years, folks. We're going places. Why don't you do me a favor and smash the thumbs up instead of the thumbs down one time, right? And start joining here in a more positive way. And learn how to better turn your life around and live a more positive life, right? Stop depending on stupid-ass, cringy drama content to entertain you and help you get through your days, because your life is more pathetic than the people creating than the people creating the cringy drama content, right? If your life isn't as pathetic or more pathetic than the cringy drama content, then stop watching that content. Watch more uplifting content. It's gonna motivate you through your days and help you get to where you want to get to. Smash that thumbs up, whether you're here live or on the replay. Share this out on your community walls, if you have one. Share it on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Discord, or anywhere else. Reddit's another good place, right? And also, please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to both of my channels. This is my main monetized channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications. Also, subscribe to Coach Eli too. Uncensored live streams. Nightbot's sharing the link to that channel every 7 minutes, or you can go below the description and that link is there as well. Or just go to youtube.com/ I lost my train of thought. Some lady was walking by. I still get distracted by other women, baby, but I only touch you. I'm still a man. Oh, man. Anyway, I miss you already, baby. I do. We're gonna have to make up for more romantic time this coming weekend. Or go to youtube.com/ Coach Eli Uncensored. One more time, that's youtube.com/ Coach Eli Uncensored to subscribe to Coach Eli 2. Bang the bell, select the notifications, and you won't miss anything. Also, once you subscribe, you'll be able to start chatting immediately. Both of my channels require that you subscribe to be able to chat. Once you subscribe, there's no waiting period. You can chat immediately as long as you follow my 3 simple rules. No trolling, no attacking, and no hate. No trolling, no attacking, and no hate. That's it. Pretty simple, right? No trolling, no attacking, no hate. And you're all good. We have 0 tolerance for that over here. 0 tolerance. Now, I may have to reset the chat here in a second. Now, here's the interesting thing, babe. Here's the interesting thing. Yeah, we got trolled a little bit during the beginning of this stream, but we're not really getting that trolled. That's nice. We're not really getting that trolled right now. And that's a nice thing, baby. It's a nice thing, isn't it, baby? When you know how to handle things properly, you minimize craziness, you minimize distractions, and you can focus on your true message and in being your true self. I'm going to go off the air for a second and reset the chat. I'll be right back, folks. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back live. NC as Queen says, hold on, we got a plane coming. Beautiful. So there's a channel here called Better Than You. and you said your lady. So, what is your point, sock account better than you? I think I know who you are. And that's okay. It just shows the great lengths you'll continue going through for no reason at all. I mean, wow, man. It's just rather comical, man. This is just comical as hell. Well, better than you. You took too long to react, and my woman gave you the hammer. My woman gave you the hammer, dude. You got hammered by my woman, bro. Bruh. Natasha wants to quit drama and focus on true crime. Well, here's the thing, NCS Queen. I think every one of these people that create shit show drama channels should focus on something real. Because, like I keep saying, it's not sustainable long term. It's not. One of many things will happen. YouTube will shut you down for a terms of service violation, cyberbullying and harassment, or spam and deceptive practices, or some shit like that, right? Right? Or your audience will get tired of being abused and used as guinea pigs, so you can continue entertaining the other parts of your audience that are paying you, right? Your audiences are going to get tired of being a revolving door between, being a part of your drama and then donating to your drama, right? And that's why this shit never works out. It's not sustainable long term. You have to keep a revolving door of people coming in and out, right? And it gets emotionally taxing and draining. It gets really emotionally taxing and draining. I think Natasha Cooper is really emotionally taxed out. Like, seriously, you can only do this shit so long before you flip your marbles emotionally, because it's ask my lady, it is extremely emotionally taxing. She just got involved with this. Didn't want any drama. We never instigated any drama, but people came at us out of jealousy, and it was that emotionally taxing without us even instigating anything, right? Imagine if you instigate this 24/7 for a living. It gets emotionally taxing to the point of where you got to stop, or it's gonna take you out health-wise. I believe Natasha is stressed out by it all. No shit, NCS Queen. No disrespect with that. I was just saying that in different words. In many different words. She's emotionally taxed out. It's emotionally taxing. Listen, when you run drama shit show channels, either YouTube will take you out for violating the terms of service, or you'll take yourself out because it'll take a toll on your health and you'll have a fucking heart attack because this shit's so emotionally taxing and physically taxing. The more you emotionally tax yourself, like I said, the more you emotionally tax yourself, the more physically you tax yourself, and that can give you a heart attack, a stroke, and take you out. So either YouTube will take you out or you'll take yourself out, right? Why don't people get that? It's not sustainable long term. It is stupid. It's dumb. Create something real. Let's bring back the old YouTube where real content was created. That's what I do here, right? Got some people coming. I'm gonna wait for them to. That man and his woman. Man on a big ass mountain bike and his woman jogging next to him. I'm gonna go to the other side of the trail today because I'm not doing another show. And I want to get my 4+ miles in today. See, baby, you know how tired I was last night between everything we did yesterday and this whole thing that has transpired over the last several days, how emotionally taxing it was, right? But my lady and I, we got a great night's sleep last night. Oh, and I want to share with you folks an unpaid endorsement. And my lady can attest to it. Unpaid endorsement. My lady and I went to the Safeway last night. We got some stuff before we came back home to my place. And we wanted to try out that Z-Quil. You know the people that make NyQuil and DayQuil? Well, about a year and a half or 2 years ago or so, or something like that, maybe a little bit more than that, 2 to 3 years ago, they created a product called Z-Quil, right? And they did that because a lot of people were drinking NyQuil when they weren't sick just to help them sleep, because NyQuil would knock you out. And actually, when I've been sick, I love NyQuil because it just knocks my ass out. It tastes good. It takes care of the issues. It clears your sinuses. It takes care of your sore throat, your cough, everything, right? But it also has a little alcohol in there, right? It has like antihistamine, and it knocks your ass out, so you sleep, right? So people were abusing that. So Vic said, you know what? Let's create a version of our medicine that's not for the cold, not for flu and cold, but to help people sleep, right? A safer version that will help people relax and sleep, right? And so we tried that for the first time last night. I got a 2-pack of the bottles, and she got like the tablets or something, right? I like the bottle version of NyQuil. For NyQuil, I like the bottled version. For DayQuil, I like the caplets. Okay. Took a swig of the Z-Quil, sleep aid, and I slept like a baby. Like, I slept so well. So did my lady. Like, we woke up in the morning, and we slept in because we were worn out from everything that's been happening, personally and professionally and all that stuff, right? We slept until like 10 o'clock, and we could have seriously slept another couple hours, but we had things to do. That was the best 8 hours of sleep I've ever had. I am sold on Vicks Z-Quil. When they first launched that product, I'm like, that's a damn good idea, Vicks company, right? That's a great idea. You're going to make billions of dollars, because one of the things that people have the most difficulty doing is sleeping, right? People have that anxiety. They overthink things. They can't relax to fall asleep, right? But Z-Quil relaxes you. It makes you feel good. And it's a safe way of doing it rather than using NyQuil and abusing NyQuil, right? Let me reset the chat, because I'm sure my lady responded by now. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back live. We're back live. Babe, are you around? You listening to the show? Oh, there she is. Getting the car filled with gas right now. Oh, okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. Yeah, when you get a chance, babe, let me know if you heard the Z-Quil story. Like the Z-Quil, I swear to God, like, I highly endorse that stuff. This is an unpaid and unbiased endorsement. I mean, I knew when they created this product, it was going to be a multi-billion-dollar product. They're solving an issue, and they've solved an issue that the majority of people have. Unable to fall asleep. Unable to get yourself in such a relaxed state after the end of a hard day in this modern world to be able to get a good night's sleep. Shit, I need to call Vicks and say, hey, can you sponsor my YouTube channel? I'll talk about you every damn day. I'll have to wait to get more subscribers, but I'll tell you, when this thing starts to grow, I'm going to reach out to Vicks and say, look, I love all your products. NyQuil, DayQuil, but ZQuil, the non-habit forming sleep aid, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm going to take this moment, folks, once again, to make you aware that this is the only piece of content I'm going to be putting out today. My lady and I will be doing probably some streams on Coach Eli 2 for the rest of the week on top of my walking streams. Let's see. Arnie's saying ZQuil is a replacement for Benadryl. Yeah, but it's not a cough medicine. It's not a cough medicine or a cold and flu medicine. Benadryl is a cold and flu medicine. ZQuil doesn't have any of that cold and flu stuff. Its purpose is just to relax you to be able to fall asleep. That's all. Anyway, give me a second. There's a person coming on the trail. I'm going to pull up to the side here and let them pass on by. And they're on their phone while being on the trail. I'm going to pull off over here. Show you folks the beautiful scenery over here. Over here. It also has melatonin. Yeah, melatonin is pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Yeah, it probably has some of the ingredients of Benadryl, but it doesn't have the cold and flu aspects of it. If it had the cold and flu aspects of it, you might as well just call it DayQuil or NyQuil, right? There's a difference. It doesn't have, I believe it doesn't have antihistamine in there. That's what NyQuil has. It's a safer version of NyQuil to help you fall asleep and relax you without the alcohol in there. Babe, check the ZQuil and look to see if there's antihistamine in there. If that's the case, then why wouldn't they just sell NyQuil as the same thing, right? Babe, do me a favor from here on out. From here on out, you know how to handle the chat, right? Some people just never learn. Never ever learn. Some people are just so triggered and just can't go away. That's the funny thing, right? And on my channel, folks, I share stories out here regarding my real life experiences. And again, my stories are not targeted to any one specific person. I share examples of what I've experienced, right? And some people like to come out here and say, oh, Eli, you just can't stop. So he dropped another one. He's going to keep dropping another one of your private messages from behind the scenes until you stop, right? You think he's going to stop either way? He's not going to stop ever. So I don't care. We don't focus on this anymore. We've handled the issue. I'll make it clear to the people behind the scenes. We've handled the issue or issues. And it's no longer going to be a problem, right? So it doesn't matter. And see, here's the thing. I didn't even want to talk about it. I'll say this. This group of drama people just wants to keep the drama going between myself and other people. And it doesn't faze me at all. You guys, if you want to talk about me all day, every day, and you want to drop private voice notes from behind the scenes and try to take them out of context and do shit like that, then go ahead. But don't send your suck accounts in here saying, oh, he dropped another one. He's going to keep dropping them every day until you stop. When did I ever start? I didn't start anything. Right? And this dude is extremely obsessed with me to the point of where if he's doing that, he's obsessively watching my shows, hoping that I mention his name or say something remotely close that's going to trigger him to give him an excuse to keep dropping shit. I don't care if he drops shit. I don't care. I don't care. So this is really, really stupid and ridiculous. I haven't done a thing. He has nothing better to do than drop private voice notes from behind the scenes. Right? That's his entertainment. That's the way he wants to entertain you folks. People want the Coach Eli drama, so that's his method of giving it to them, right? I'm sitting here telling you folks, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And I'll tell you this. It's like, I haven't dropped anything. There are so many things I could drop. I mean, if he's going to play that game, I'll just say this. I'm not going to ever drop anything on him or his woman. But I got plenty, but I'm never going to drop it because I'm not that kind of person, right? I mean, seriously. This is not a pee-pee measuring contest here. I'm not here to try to, out-measure the other guy. I don't care. I really don't. I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to sit here and waste my time and, drop past content on people or drop private behind the scenes content and then, edit it to put it way out of context, right? To try and entertain a small audience of drama losers, the bottom of YouTube, boit, right? That's not worth my time. I'm sharing this with you folks because it's not worth your time either, right? It's not. It's absolutely not. Again, I'm making it clear, folks. I don't compete with anyone. I'm not here to compete. I'm not here to compete with any other man or woman on this platform. I'm not here to say I'm better than any man or woman on this platform. I'm not here to go on a back and forth or in a back and forth contest of if you don't stop, I'm going to drop this private voice note on you. And if you don't stop, I'm going to drop this private video, of this and that, right? Come on. How stupid and silly is that? Come on, seriously. How stupid and silly is that, right? This falls in the line, right, with the topic, right? What doesn't hurt you, what doesn't end you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? What doesn't kill you or end you makes you stronger, right? These are words, right? They're just words. And at the end of the day, what do people like this really want from you that are doing this? They just want your attention. They want you to entertain them. This is entertaining to the people that do this kind of stuff, right? It's entertaining. They enjoy doing it. It's part of, what makes them happy, right? So hey, if I can entertain people by just saying, hey, by just letting them, drop private messages about myself or my lady, then so be it. So be it. It's not a big deal. And again, I'm not here to talk about anyone, including this guy or this woman or anyone. I'm not here to talk about it. I'm here to run my show. And you guys just want to keep instigating it. He wants to keep instigating this. He knows that I'm strong enough to not feed into it, but he wants to keep instigating it because he wants to keep it going. He himself wants to keep it going. He loves this kind of thing, right? And sir, I don't like this kind of stuff. It bores me. It actually bores the living shit out of me. It does. I'm going to reset the chat. I'll be right back, which is help people as best as possible. I'm going to take this moment here once again to attempt to do the right thing, and that is to apologize to anyone and everyone that's been affected by this. It was never my intention to have this go this far. All I did was share an opinion, and I apologize that opinion offended somebody, right? Or a few people, right? I apologize for that, right? And I wholeheartedly mean that apology to this day. Just because I feel that, I did nothing wrong doesn't mean that the other people involved don't feel that there was nothing wrong. They felt there was something wrong, so it warranted an apology at that point, and I apologize to these people. And I still apologize to this moment here today. I sincerely apologize. And then they came back and didn't accept my apology because they felt that my apology was insincere, right? No, my apology is sincere. And I'm going to put it out here one more time again, that my apology is sincere. I do sincerely apologize if what I said offended you. And I would appreciate if you could accept my apology and move forward from this, right? And moving forward from this is, hey, cease fire both ways. I'm not coming at you in any way possible. All I've done is basically made people aware of what this has cost, right? The chaos this has created. That's all I've said. I haven't come at anyone at all. Now, I will be honest and truthful and say I basically had to remove a lot of people from my group, and maybe those people right now are feeling slighted. The bottom line is this, is that, I just don't want to deal with any more drama people or anyone associated with drama people from the past, right? And that's why I had to remove a bunch of people. I don't want any more drama at all. I don't. And so, if you folks want to have your say and talk about this, you can. I'm not going to worry about it. But what I will say again is that I sincerely and wholeheartedly apologize to anyone and everyone that's been affected by this. And again, whether I feel what I said was wrong or not, that's not the point. The point is, it offended a few people. And it took me an extra day or so to realize that. And when I realized that, I did a 39-minute apology video on Coach Eli 2 to apologize to the parties at hand. And I'm coming out and doing the same thing again. And I'm saying, hey, I'm sorry about what I said. And you can choose to accept my apology and we move on from this and we go our separate ways. Because that's what I'm going to do. That's what I've done. That's what I'm going to keep doing. Or you can choose to keep doing what you're doing regardless of what I do, which on my end, I'm not doing anything, right? But I know a lot of people are going to talk about it. And quite frankly, talk about it all you want. It doesn't matter. Talk about it all you want. Get it all out there. Dissect it every way possible. And then move on with your day and do something a little more productive. Something that's going to make you more happy, right? Babe, in the chat, here's the thing, sweetheart. The kind of man that I am, I'm honestly coming out here and saying this. I'm honestly coming out and saying this. I care about every single person, whether I directly like those people or not, regardless of what people have done to me. I love everybody. I don't hate anyone. But I'll come out here once again and clearly state to the parties at hand that feel I offended them, I do apologize for that. I really do apologize for that, sincerely and wholeheartedly. I'm mentioning it again. I don't know what more it's going to take. I mean, I am being sincere with you. And maybe you realize I'm being sincere with you and you just don't want to accept it because maybe you want this to keep going on. But I don't. I don't want it to keep going on like this. And here's the thing. I'm not upset about what happened. I'm not upset about, people not being a part of my group. And as a matter of fact, to the parties that feel I offended them and that I just apologized to again, you can have all the people from the group that were once a part of the group, you can have them, no problem. You can associate with them and do whatever you want to do with them. I'm okay if they're not around. I'm totally okay with that. And maybe these people are better suited, for what you're doing. Maybe they're a better fit for you, to work with and for you to lead them. Because they need something different than what I can offer, and maybe you can offer that. And I say that wholeheartedly. I don't know what more I can sit here and say to own up to my part of this, right? I don't know what more I can say, right? I'm trying to handle this as respectfully as possible, Babe, can you type something in the chat just so I know you're still there and I don't have to reset the chat? Type something in the chat, like hi or something like that. If I don't see a hi in a minute or so, I'm going to have to reset the chat again. She wrote, love you. Thank you, babe. Folks, get your final questions, comments, concerns in the chat. I'm going to be going off the air in just a few minutes. Again, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Everyone makes mistakes, and the lesson learned in one of these recent, mistakes is, not understanding how some people can take offense to certain things that most people wouldn't, right? And that can happen. And that's what happened here, And again, I can come out and apologize, and I did, and I do apologize to this man and this woman. And I don't know what more I can do, right? I don't know. I keep talking about it because it's like I don't think they believe I'm being sincere. I'm being sincere, sir. I do apologize to you and your woman. I didn't know what I said offended you. It took me a day or two to figure it out. And when I did apologize. And then you said my apology was half-assed or was not genuine, right? Well, I'm doing it again. How many more times do you want me to do it before you believe it, right? It's time to let bygones be bygones and move forward and create the greatness we were meant to create. Come tomorrow, my lady and I move forward on Coach Eli 2, and we're going to be discussing some serious nature topics that have nothing to do with any of these drama groups or any of these drama situations. And you will never hear, the drama people will never hear from us again. Now, does that mean we'll never hear from them again? No, because these people just like to keep trolling, right? They like to keep this shit going back and forth, right? But again, come tomorrow, we're getting down to business on some serious topics that have nothing to do with any drama at all. And again, I'll make it very clear, there are a lot of people I removed. I practically dissolved the Coach Eli moderator group behind the scenes. There's only a few people that I'm keeping connected with that have been around for a very long time, that are very honest and loyal people. And that's just the way it has to be. That's just the way it has to be. It is what it is. I'm not upset by it at all. I'm actually quite relieved, to be honest with you. And again, I'll put this out there to all those people that used to be a part of my group. I sincerely and wholeheartedly wish you the best of luck with the new groups that you're going to be a part of, even a part of this other group with a gentleman that used to be a part of my group as well. I wish you folks the best, and I'm not going to get in the way of all of you working together and doing things together. I wholeheartedly feel that you are all a better fit to work together. And you know what? It took me until today to realize this. It took me until today to realize this, that, there are different types of people out there, and different types of people need different types of leadership and role models, right? And in this case, a lot of the people that used to be a part of my group need to have a different type of leader than myself, because their outcome is far different than the outcome I'm looking to seek. So I need to find different types of people that are seeking the similar outcome I'm seeking. So as I head back to the parking lot to my car, I just want to honestly put out there and say thank you to everyone for everything in the past. It's been great working with you folks through the highs and lows. We've learned a lot from each other about the highs and lows. But now it's time for us to go our separate ways and become a part of other groups and work with other people that we were more meant to work with. I'm the kind of person that will always let people go so they can be around the people that more so resonate with them and align with them to create what they want. So again, as far as I'm concerned, this whole beef is done. It wasn't even really a beef in my eyes. I've hardly said anything. I was offline all day yesterday, right? And I didn't want to say anything today. But, people kept on bringing things up, right? And all I do is share my stories here. And, part of me sharing example stories, triggers people and makes them consider that, oh, you keep talking about me. I'm just sharing examples of things that are happening, right? Then so be it. I get it. I get it, right? Again, I don't know how many times I can sit here and apologize for something that happened that I didn't even realize was something wrong initially. And then when I realized, hey, it really offended this guy, regardless of whether it offends nobody else, if it offends him, I get that. I understand that. Even if the rest of the world wouldn't get offended by what offended you, sir, and your lady, then I understand that. It just took me a day or so to realize that. So, can we get over this and move on and move forward in a positive way? Sir, I give you, whether you want to say you took them, you took my people, or I gave you them, it doesn't matter. You can have them. You can have all those people. They weren't the right people that were meant to work and collaborate with me. They are a better fit for you. And I'm coming out here being man enough to admit that and say, hey, go ahead, have fun, move forward. You guys create your greatness together, and I wish you all the best of luck. And that's where I'm going to wrap up this stream here today at 103 minutes, minus a minute or so, 102 minutes, maybe 101 minutes, 1 hour and 41 minutes, folks. I'm going to go off the air, check out the chat one more time. All right, folks, we're back. All right, folks, we are back. No other live stream tonight on Coach Eli 2 or on this channel. See you all tomorrow for another walk and some more content with my lady. Have yourselves a great one. Take care. And as always, please try to be good to each other, okay? Do the best you can.